We share this planet with millions of other living beings, starting from microorganisms and bacteria, lichens to banyan trees, elephants, and blue whales. This entire habitat that we live in has immense biodiversity. We humans, along with all living organisms, form a complex web of ecological system in which we are only a part and very much dependent on this system for our own existence. For example, the plants, animals, organisms recreate the quality of air we breathe. The water we drink, and the soil that produces our food without which we cannot survive. Forests play a key role in the ecological system as these are also the primary producers on which all other living beings depend. India is one of the richest countries as far as biodiversity goes. It is one of the richest country in the world. It has around 8% of the world's species. Over 81,000 species of fauna and 47,000 species of flora are found in our country. And do you know, out of these 47,000 plant species, about 15,000 flowering species are endemic to India, right? See, 10% of India's wild flora and 20% of its mammals on the threatened list. Many of these would now be categorized as critical, that is, on the verge of extinction, like the cheetah, pink-headed duck, mountain quail, forest spotted owlet, and plants like Maduka insignis, a variety of mahua, and Hubbardea heptaneuron, a species of grass. In fact, no one can say how many species may have already been lost. Today, we only talk of the larger and more visible animals and plants that have become extinct. But what about smaller animals like insects and plants? The dimensions of deforestation in India are staggering. See, the forest and tree cover in the country is estimated at 79.42 million hectare, which is 24.16% of the total geographical area. Dense forests 12.2%, open forests 9.14%, and mangrove 0.14%, according to the Forest Report 2015. The dense forest cover has increased by 3,775 square kilometer since 2013. However, this apparent increase in the forest cover is due to conservation measures, management interventions, and plantation, etc., by different agencies. Well, we have talked about the vanishing forests. We shall also talk about their conservation. But before that, let's talk about the categories of the existing plants and animals based on the IUCN. See, the classification IUCN has classified, International Union for Conservation of Nature has classified the species to be normal species, endangered species, vulnerable species, rare species, endemic species, and extinct species. Having known their names, let's define them one by one. Let's define normal species first. Species whose population levels are considered to be normal for their survival, such as cattle, sal, pine, rodents, etc. Endangered species. These are species which are in danger of extinction. The survival of such species is difficult if the negative factors that have led to a decline in their population continue to operate. The examples of such species are black buck, crocodile, Indian wild ass, Indian rhino, loin-tailed macaw, sangai, enter deer in Manipur, etc. Vulnerable species. These are species whose population has declined to levels from where it is likely to move into the endangered category in the near future. If the negative factors continue to operate, the examples of such species are blue sheep, Asiatic elephant, Gangetic dolphin, etc. Rare species with small population may move into the endangered or vulnerable category if the negative factors affecting them continue to operate. The examples of such species are Himalayan brown bear, wild Asiatic buffalo, desert fox, and hornbill, etc. Endemic species. These are specific species which are only found in some particular areas, usually isolated by natural or geographical barriers. Examples of such species are the Andaman teal, Nicobar pigeon, Andaman wild pig, Mithun in Arunachal Pradesh. Extinct species. These are species which are not found after searches of known or likely areas where they may occur. These species may be extinct from a local area, region, country, continent, or the entire earth. Examples of such species are the Asiatic cheetah, pink-head duck. We are going to show you some pictures. You will have to categorize them. First we have sal and pine for you. Can you tell me their categories? Can you tell me under which species are sal and pine? Right, they are under normal species. Now, further we are going to take you to the Indian rhino. And again, you have to categorize Indian rhino. Yes, you are right. It is categorized under endangered species. Now again, I take you to the blue sheep. Can you tell me the category under which blue sheep is categorized? Yes, under vulnerable species. Then again, Asiatic elephant. Asiatic elephants. Under which category are they? Yes, vulnerable species. And how about Gangetic dolphin? Gangetic dolphin. Yes, they are again under vulnerable species. Now, I'll take you further to the Asiatic buffalo. Asiatic buffalo and desert fox. Can you tell me under which category they are put? Yes, they are put under rare species. And after that, I am taking you to the Nicobar pigeon. Nicobar pigeon. Can you tell me under which category are Nicobar pigeons kept? Yes, they are under endemic species. Right? Because the definition of endemic species, as we know, it says that the species which are found in some particular areas, usually isolated by natural or geographical barriers. And because it is found in the Andaman, this is the region, this Nicobar pigeon is categorized under endemic species. After this, I'll take you to the Asiatic cheetah. Asiatic cheetah. You have to categorize it. Yes, Asiatic cheetah and pink-head duck have been categorized under extinct species. Asiatic cheetah. Where did cheetah go? The world's fastest mammal. The cheetah is a unique and specialized member of the cat family and can move at the speed of 112 km per hour. The cheetah is often mistaken for a leopard. Its distinguishing marks are the long teardrop, long teardrop shaped lines on each side of the nose from the corner of its eyes up to the mouth. These are the unique features. Prior to 20th century, cheetahs were widely distributed throughout Africa and Asia. Today, Asian cheetah is nearly extinct due to a decline of available habitat and prey. The species was declared extinct in India long back in 1952. What are the negative factors that cause this fearful depletion? If you look around, you may be able to find out that we have transformed nature into resource, obtaining directly and indirectly from the forests and wildlife, wood, barks, leaves, rubber, medicine, dyes, food, fuel, fodder, manure, etc. So it is we ourselves who have depleted our forests and wildlife. The greatest damage inflicted on Indian forests was during the colonial period due to the expansion of the railways. So, the greatest damage to the forests was inflicted by the scientific or the commercial forestry, railways, agriculture, and of course mining. And do you know, even after independence, the expansion of the agriculture was done at the cost of forests. This was a major depletion even after independence. From 1951 to 1980, according to Indian Forest Survey, 26,200 square kilometer of the forest areas were converted into agricultural land. Just imagine how big it was. And substantial parts of the tribal regions, especially the northeast and of course the central parts. These tribal regions, the Chhattisgarh, the Telangana, the Jharkhand, and of course the northeast, all these regions, they vacated forest lands for slash and burning, for jhum, and this also caused a lot of damage to the forests. Are colonial forest policies to be blamed? Some of the environmentalists say that some favored plantation at the cost of natural plantation paid heavy price. See, the term enrichment plantation, this ironically, this term, this enrichment plantation was done at the cost of some other natural plantation, and it damaged our forests. For example, in southern India, in these parts, see, some species were eliminated. For instance, teak manufacturers, they have really damaged natural forests and other pine and other plantations in the Himalayas. Here, in these areas, pine and other plantation have been damaged, and see, pine plantation, it has damaged the other plantations because pine was preferred. It was preferred, it has replaced the Himalayan oak and the rhododendron